Welcome to a journey back in time, to a mystery that has captivated historians for centuries, the assassination of Julius Caesar. Today we'll explore the psychological concepts of power envy and groupthink as potential motives behind this infamous event. So brace yourselves as we delve into the intriguing enigma surrounding Julius Caesar's murder. Firstly, let's tackle power envy, the desire for what someone else possesses, whether it's wealth, status, or influence. At its core, power envy is a deeply human experience. It's that gnawing feeling when you watch someone else bask in the glory of a power you yearn to possess. It's the bitter taste left by the success of another, a success you believe should be yours. Now imagine ancient Rome. Julius Caesar, a man of immense power and influence, was at the helm. His rise to the pinnacle of power was meteoric, unprecedented. He was celebrated, revered, and yet his ambition sparked controversy. It's not hard to see how envy might have crept into the hearts of those around him. After all, power is a tantalizing entity, a siren call to those who desire it. Consider the conspirators against Caesar, men who once stood in his shadow, overshadowed by his towering persona. Could their actions have been fueled by power envy? Could they have been driven by a desire to seize the power that Caesar held, to bask in the glory and influence he commanded? It's a fascinating concept to ponder. Power envy is not just about the desire for power. It's about the resentment it breeds, the discontent it fosters. It's a psychological phenomenon that can consume a person, turning even close allies into potential enemies. And so, in the case of Julius Caesar, it's plausible to suggest that power envy may have played a role. His enemies, envious of his power, might have conspired against him, plotting his downfall. It's a theory that brings a new dimension to the mystery surrounding Caesar's assassination. Could it be that power envy was a driving force behind the plot to end Caesar's life? Only further exploration can provide us with clues. As we delve deeper into the mystery, we'll continue to explore the psychological motives that could have led to one of history's most infamous assassinations. Stay tuned as we unravel the intricate web of personal motives and political rivalries that characterized the life and death of Julius Caesar. Now imagine a situation where critical thinking is abandoned, replaced by an overwhelming desire to conform. This is groupthink. Groupthink is a psychological phenomenon where individuals within a group prioritize harmony and conformity over independent critical thinking. This often leads to irrational decision-making, as the group tends to ignore alternative viewpoints and potential risks. Imagine the scene in ancient Rome. Julius Caesar, a man of unprecedented power, has a plethora of enemies. These individuals form a group bound by a shared resentment and a common goal: to end Caesar's reign. In such a scenario, groupthink could have played a significant role. The very nature of this psychological phenomenon creates an environment where dissenting opinions are suppressed, and the collective decision of the group is considered infallible. As these conspirators gathered in secret, planning their heinous act, the pressure to conform would have been immense. The fear of being ostracized or even executed for dissent would have made it difficult for anyone to voice their concerns or suggest alternatives. This pressure would have only amplified the power of groupthink. In this context, groupthink may have led the conspirators to overlook the potential repercussions of their actions. They may have failed to consider the chaos and power vacuum their act would create, or the potential backlash from Caesar's supporters. Moreover, groupthink can also create an illusion of invulnerability within the group. The conspirators may have felt invincible, believing that their collective strength could overcome any obstacle. This false sense of security could have further reinforced their decision to assassinate Caesar. However, it's important to note that while groupthink can provide a compelling explanation, it's just one piece of the puzzle. The assassination of Julius Caesar was a complex event, influenced by a myriad of personal motives and political rivalries. Could groupthink have reinforced the conspirators' willingness to commit such a heinous act? The mystery deepens. To truly understand the mystery behind Caesar's assassination, we must delve into the intricate web of personal motives and political rivalities. Picture for a moment the key figures involved in this ancient plot. Brutus, Cassius, and their fellow conspirators, each with their own reasons for wanting Caesar out of the picture. By analyzing these individuals' psychological profiles, we can begin to unravel their underlying motivations and hidden agendas. Let's start with Brutus, a man torn between personal loyalty and political duty. As Caesar's friend and protege, Brutus was caught in a moral quandary. His admiration for Caesar was overshadowed by his fear of the tyrannical power Caesar was amassing. This internal conflict likely amplified Brutus's susceptibility to power envy and groupthink, compelling him to join the conspiracy against his mentor. Then there's Cassius, the mastermind behind the plot. Unlike Brutus, Cassius was no friend of Caesar. His motive was far simpler: power envy. Cassius, a seasoned politician, coveted Caesar's position and influence. His resentment, fueled by Caesar's rapid rise to power, ignited the spark that led to the assassination. But it's not just about personal motives. The political landscape of Rome at the time was a hotbed of rivalry and tension. The Republic was deeply divided, with many fearing that Caesar's growing power was threatening their cherished democratic ideals. This collective fear likely fostered an environment conducive to groupthink, enabling the conspirators to rationalize their drastic plan. Each conspirator, each motive forms a thread in the complex tapestry of this historical mystery. Some threads are colored by power envy, others by groupthink, and still others by political rivalry. As we pull at these threads, the motives behind Caesar's assassination start to unravel. While we may never definitively solve this ancient mystery, exploring these psychological secrets provides fascinating insights into the plot against Julius Caesar. By shedding light on the human elements that shape this event, we can better understand the enduring intrigue that surrounds the death of one of history's most influential figures. Unraveling the truth behind Caesar's murder has led us on a captivating journey through history and psychology. We've explored the concept of power envy, where a deep-seated desire for wealth and influence may have driven Caesar's enemies to conspire against him. We've delved into the psychological phenomenon of groupthink, a potential catalyst that could have fueled their willingness to commit such a heinous act. We've also navigated the complex motives and political rivalries that may have played a role in this ancient mystery. While we may never definitively solve this enigma, our exploration has shed light on the fascinating aspects of human nature that drove the plot against Julius Caesar. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more insightful journeys into the mysteries of the past. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring.